Hello there, my Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your soulmate reading for January 2020, though timeless. I am your reader, Markangelo Lyons, Mal for short, president of Joining the Circle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, and really, really honored and happy to be doing this reading for you today. If you are new to the channel, please do like and subscribe. I'm making my way to 1,000 subscribers so I can do some super live chat, make a little money on the side and some super live chat, because I take clients pretty regularly, but you know, it would be just another fun way to do what I do, right? To do it to a group of people all at once. And I've made a promise to my subscribers that once I get a little over 1,000, I will be glad to do a little ditty called Drunk Tarot. There's a video in the description box below that you can check out explaining what that is, so I don't have to go into it during your reading. Cool, cool. So yeah, please do like and subscribe. Let's get down to business here. This is a general read, right? All of my readings are general because they gotta be. They're on YouTube. You're not sitting across from me at my dining room table or the other side of a video screen, which I do video readings on Facebook and Skype and on the phone. Sorry, don't do that anymore. You do that, right? So that's how you get a clarifying reading. These are general reads. So that's why I do Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Please do check your others so that you can get different percentages of clarity, particularly about soulmates, because everybody wants to know about them, which brings me to a really important point. This is a soulmate reading, not a twin flame reading. They're not the same thing. At least I experience them not to be so, thanks to the work of a brilliant spiritual teacher by the name of Matt Kahn, K-A-H-N. Check out his YouTube channel, Matt Kahn, All for Love. Unbelievable stuff there. The video to which turned my head around on the subject he did is called Soul Contracts, Twin Flames and Soulmates Redefined. The link is in the description box below, but do check out his work. He's kind of sort of amazing. Just saying. So a soulmate contract is one where the foundation of the contract is that you help each other heal. I actually put this in the description box for these vids, you know, a shorter version of it. So it doesn't matter the form, right? It's like my mom and I are soulmate contracts. We help each other heal. My father and I were twin flame contracts. Save that for the next time I do those. But certainly I did videos about those. You could check those out. These readings, though, we're looking at the romantic ones. We are looking at the happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, romantic, intimate, sexual soulmate contracts, because that's the ones we want. I mean, particularly, like, where is mine, right? I hear that all the time from clients. But we have to become the mates of our own souls as we go, hence the path of true love, which is why I do those reads. And I think that these readings in particular can illustrate or at least illuminate what work is being done should the contract not be fully manifested into form yet. In other words, you've met, you've kissed, you're doing it in process, right? So, so let's have a look-see-dook-see. We are going to be doing divine masculine, divine feminine, just as a way of examining the contract itself instead of saying party A or party B, right? We're going to say divine feminine, divine masculine, but has nothing to do with bodily gender. I myself consider myself more divine feminine than divine masculine. But put me around the right guy, I butch up fast. And it's not me trying either. Just sort of happens. Oh, honey, I got a pretty balanced pantheons of divine energy inside of me. Male and female, god and goddess. So yeah, there you have it. You with me? Good, good, good. So you're going to have to figure out which one you are, because I can't jump in your head and tell you. Cool, cool. Last thing I always say is please breathe. The more you focus on your breath, me too, the more conscious we are of our breathing as the reading goes, the more we're in the present moment. We can absorb the energy as well as the words and the guidance and the grace, all holographically and simultaneously. Plus, you're tuning to the same vibe that I'm reading from, so you're getting it on a whole other level that I can't, because I ain't in your body. You with me? All right, my Taurians, that's it. Take a deep breath. We're going to start with the Caroline Myss archetype cards to get one for the divine feminine, one for the divine masculine, and then we're off to the races. And I would say the bullfights, but that's not a pretty image. So nice deep breath. Find that still point. My collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved. Please, one card to represent the divine feminine in this Taurus collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, satisfying, sexual, intimate, romantic, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, soulmate contract for January 2020 or timeless. And while we're here, same deal. Show me get one for the divine masculine in this Taurus collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, satisfying, sexual, intimate, romantic, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, soulmate contract, January 2020. Felt good. That's the fun part about being an empath. I have no planets in Taurus, but I can feel how good that felt. Let's look at our happy couple. The divine feminine is the visionary, creative family archetype. And our divine masculine is the hermit, the wisdom family. A visionary and a hermit, particularly because the hermit absolutely has a way of tapping into creative energy, and we will get there. What a fun combo to start with. The guides even said, this one's going to be fun. I'm like, really? Yeah. All right. Every archetype is positive and negative, light and dark, lead and gold, light and shadow is written on this deck. The shadow attribute is the stuff that, if you are the divine feminine, this is the stuff that you are healing within yourself, regardless, it's connected to the soulmate contract. So if you haven't met yet, yeah, this is the stuff you're sort of working on at the time. It's not like once I heal that, then he'll show up or they'll show up. It's not like that. It's just saying, holographically speaking, this is the pattern you are in terms of this particular soulmate contract. But you're going to help each other heal. The light then is what you're both shooting for. Good, good? The visionary archetype, the shadow attribute, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Now, look, if nobody's bidden for your visions, that's the thing, right? You know, if they are, I get you. I just don't know how many people that's going for. But compromising your vision to make it more acceptable, I get. It's called dumbing down, right? Where you have a vision of what can be. Now, of course, there's, financial aspects, there's timing aspects, like, particularly like redesigning a room or something, right? Like home refurbishments. Oh, I want a statue in the middle that, spurts butter on command. It gets a little exorbitant, right? That's not this. This is really about, I have this vision of how I want it to be, but I don't know how well that'll sell in this market or that market. That's the business part of it. Again, something financial there. So also that thing with the highest bidder, another way of looking at that. The light attribute, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. And that's the light attribute. How much fun is that? I have a fucking visionary archetype a mile wide in me. Yeah, I see things that other people can't see. Not just the clairvoyant stuff. That's an intuitive skill. I'm talking about the broader picture of being a mystic, right? Like seeing glimpses of the divine plan that try and explain it. Ineffable. So keeping that in mind, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain, right? That's hard. That is a hard one, but that is the light aspect of the visionary. It takes a lot of honor. The more honor you have, the more high voltage visions you can handle. Also, if you have vows of confidentiality in place, right? That you don't reveal stuff until you're supposed to reveal it, or if ever. Tricky shit. Looking at the divine masculine hermit, I think you'll see how these two click. The shadow attribute withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgment of others. I mean, we all need to pull back. And by the way, everybody needs me time. Everybody needs alone time. Everybody needs solitary time. Doesn't automatically make you a hermit. The shadow side is really almost like an agoraphobic pulling back. Not going to say that every agoraphobe has the hermit archetype, or that hermit archetypes are more, have a more or less tendency. I think any archetype can have any phobia, mind you. But withdrawing from society is different than just taking a sabbatical, right? Refusing to help those in need, right? That's the other part of the hermit, just totally withdrawing. It's like, no, me and mine. Obviously a more narcissistic take on the hermit. The light attribute seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. So being that this is a creative family archetype, and the visionary certainly is, would understand. I think there would be a mutual understanding here of needing to take alone time. Alone time. That's such a weird way to say it, because alone is such a, it's alone time. I like the word solitary, right? Like, as a witch, I consider myself 100% solitary witch, right? I may have group affiliations here and there, but it's me, my gods, and my service to the world as a witch. So that idea of solitary, right? That solitary time feels really good here. And remember, hermitage is not always done alone. I've hermited with people. Well, that's just a weekend or getaway. That is different. Because sometimes, you know, as an introvert, you're like, I really want you to come over and I love your company, but just don't stay forever because, you know that? Virgo. Maybe it's an earth sign thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to clarify these in a couple of different ways. We are going to take 2 tarot decks. The Daughters of the Moon Tarot for the Divine Feminine, and the Mythic Tarot for the Divine Masculine. 3 cards from each, past, present, future. Simple timeline. Does not all have to fall within the month of January 2020 or timeless, but they should be thematic enough in the archetypes, the symbolism of the cards, that you should be able to place a past, present, and future, right? Because that's the point of doing any kind of timeline, let alone a simple one. Ready? So nice deep breath. Guys are right, this one is fun. Still point. My goddesses, please. 3 cards, past, present, future, for the Divine Feminine. Oh, I have you 2 reversed. The Divine Feminine. That would have driven me crazy. The Divine Feminine visionary in this Taurus collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, satisfying soulmate, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, sexual, intimate, romantic soulmate contract for January 2020. Please tell me, where has she been in this contract? Where is she now in this contract? Where's she going in this contract? Keeping in mind where you're going is subject to free will and divine will. Somewhere in between is what actually fucking happens. Right? It's like GPS. You don't gotta go there unless you gotta go there. Let's do the same with the gods, right? The divine masculine energy for him, and then we'll read the 6 of them across. Breathe. My gods, please. Past, present, future. 3 cards total. For this divine masculine hermit archetype in this Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, satisfying soulmate, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, romantic, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract for January 2020. Or timeless. Where has he been? Well, probably indoors. Where is he now? Probably indoors. In this contract. Where is he headed? In this contract. There we go. That came out like butter. Well churned. Did a good churn. One good churn deserves another. I'm sorry, guides. Where has she been, our visionary? Well, interesting, the Capricorn card. Now, might have been dealing with the Capricorn, maybe as a Capricorn herself, if, you know, there's a cross-watching situation going here. But definitely speaks of slow and steady wins the race. I always automatically default to the house position and the meaning of the zodiac sign itself, rather than immediately associating it with a person, although this visionary might be in, or in the past, dealing with a Capricorn-type relationship. What is a Capricorn type relationship? It's Saturnian, right? It's long term. It usually has a reputation of its own, and it's usually a lot of hard work, right? Cardinal Earth, climbing a mountain, right? Nobody runs up a mountain, right? Even billy goats that live on the fucking mountains, they're still, like, some of them bounce, but not a lot. You learn quickly, don't bounce on the mountain. There's an entendre there somewhere. I'm going to pass. So definitely just tuning into the vibe of this card, right? It's like, okay, like we're doing this and we're getting there, and yet there's something very creative and very fertile. So maybe even in terms of her own personal creativity as a visionary, that there is substance here in the past, something solid and stable, Because Capricorn energy and its positive side is just so fertile and so creative and so supportive and stable, right? Like a mountain. Where is she now? She in the moon. Yamaya. She is really feeling it. The magnetic pull of the moon, the divine feminine force itself, symbolized in one major arcana card, that things are being revealed to her. What I love about the artistry of this deck, and this is what the goddesses have said to me, they said, you know, the path is always under your feet, and intuitively you're always there, right? It's always there. But when you're standing at the ocean, you're standing at a body of water on the full moon, right above your head, the path is seen, right? It's always right under your feet, always right under your feet, but there are moments when it is so clear and we so know. It's like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no hesitation. It's just nothing can stop me. I'm feeling this so clearly. So that's what I get from that. And for a Taurus, if this is the Taurus, if the divine feminine here is the Taurus, there is that sense of, get out of my way. I'm being pulled. I am being pulled, intuitively drawn, like a chariot, right? Whoa, and where is she headed? Interesting enough, I said the chariot, not the card of the chariot, but the card of the wanderer, the Nine of Flames. If you think of the Nine of Flames as sort of moving on, right? Not quite at the 10. We're used to seeing it in the, right? The Rider-Waite. This woman, because this is a feminist deck, the Wanderer, has 9, but knows is being called over the hill, right? What's going on beyond that sunset? I want to walk into the new. So there's definitely a sense of journeying here. Path working, I'm going to be delicate with that word. I don't mean like visualizing path working meditative stuff, but that there being a path worked for her that really does seem to have a nice solid foundation. And if it was dealing with a Capricorn in a romantic sexual context in that way, then lessons were learned there, but they were hard won. I'll leave that there. Let's see how we're doing with this divine masculine hermit. Where he been? Well, 2 of Wands, not bad. Preparing. Right? 2 of Wands, people will say indecision, and I understand that. Element of fire. Do I want to do this or do I want to do that? Well, this is, again, Jason of Jason and the Argonauts visiting Chiron. Chiron's in the cave. I don't know if you can see him, but sort of hiding out because he's helping him prepare for his journey to retrieve the golden fleece on command of Zeus, the king of the gods. So that thing of, okay, do I have everything I need? Not necessarily in a physical sense. That would be coins. That's like 2 of Pentacles. This is the, well, I want to do it this, but do I want to do it this way? It's still like planning. Which way do I want to go? Element of fire, desire, want. What do I want? Where is he now? There he is. He's in both cards. That's pretty rare that happens. Chiron, the wounded healer, the Centaur. I prefer it with the hard Centaur. He's Centaur. It's Greek. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. So some sort of procedural thing going on here, not so much like the Emperor in terms of a organizational procedural thing, but like people always draw the thing of organized religion, and I understand that, right? It's like, well, you start here and then you do that and you do that, and honestly in traditions and things in the craft, it's the same: 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, home, you know, all of that. But definitely in terms of healing here. Like the other cards might illuminate this a lot more. We'll get there. But there definitely is a process of healing going on here that may be psychological, but on a level must be soul-oriented, because this is a soulmate read, right? Like there are some wounds that yes, can be certainly healed immensely through the right counselor, right? The right therapist, the right therapy, the right modality. No question, I'm a healer. I've seen miracles fucking happen in all sorts of ways. But then there are certain things that are written into the contract, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, in terms of wounds or things that happen to us that are to make us grow, that the soul has to grow in order for things to heal. And remember, healing and curing are not always the same thing, particularly on a spiritual path. Something to consider. In other words, you can heal something completely and still not have cured the illness. That's a hard one, but I didn't write the rules. I wouldn't have written it that way. Where is he headed? Well, the devil. But in this, it's Pan, right? It is the base urges. It is the desires. It is dancing to the tune. It is the shadow self. It is the repressed stuff being dealt with. But in terms of a soulmate contract too, this can be the carnality of it, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Of course that it's consensual, and of course that it's healthy, but there is always that connection of the more, I mean, it is about embracing the shadow as well. And it can absolutely be about fear and control and codependence and abuse and neglect and the fear of loss, the things that chain us. Because even though here we've got Pan, a god of natural wildness and freedom, with two satyrs on a chain. I don't know about you. I've dated a satyr or two. They may wear jewelry, but do not try and chain them. What's a satyr? They're sort of like goat boys. It was the 90s. Now they're back, but we call them hipsters. Anyway, let's move on. Really interesting timelines here. So only you are going to know like probably what your sign, unless the two people know each other, right? Then it's like, oh my God, that was last year, all right? Now, we're going to go with the Healing with the Angels Oracle. One card each, one for her, one for him. About, you know, what I love about this deck is it's the Healing with the Angels Oracle, right? So it's about a point of view of healing, and a soulmate contract, you help each other heal. So because of, you could say, the reflexive property of healing in a soulmate contract, when you heal yourself, you automatically at least help the other heal. That is true in the quantum sense. As one heart heals, all hearts heal. That's why our own interior work is really yin activism, if you like. Go watch Matt Kahn. First wavers, unite and feel deeply and breathe. This is helpful. In other words, the angels are saying, really broad stroke, with all this complexity, here's a word or two. Right? You'll like it. Nice deep breath. Find that still point. My angels. There you are. Please, one card in clarity for the divine feminine visionary here in this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Soulmate contract, you know, the happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, romantic kind of contract here. The divine feminine, please. One for her. That one kicked out. I'll take it. And one for him, please. The divine masculine, Hermit here. All right. I usually don't flip them, but since one flipped, why not flip them both? She's got emerging. All right. So definitely with this sense of I'm being called over, right? And this vision, that a vision is emerging that's calling her forward, and the intuitive path will be revealed to her. Now, I'm just going to say, if you are the divine feminine watching this, really stick to a basic rule of thumb, at least start practicing it. That if I tune in, and if it's like, the answer is no for right now, it doesn't mean no forever. It just means no for right now, check back later, right? But when it's there, when you tune in and the answer is yes, where it's like, I'm doing this, that's when you know it's right. That, not to make it so polar extreme, but give it time to emerge. Something emerging is not just, there it comes. Oh, I did that well. I'm so glad that worked out. Make myself giggle. That it is that thing of something emerging. It's not an explosion. It's emerging. It's not just so Raven. Well, I mean, of Titans. Not that so Raven. Okay, here we're looking, the divine masculine's got support. Now, beautiful that, you know, she's healing, what her healing is emerging, right? The path is emerging. For him, it's that he has the support. And this is the support, this is, I think, a somewhat famous illustration at this point, of the angels, the gods, the masters, the higher beings cradling planet Earth, like really giving support to all of life. And it's completely what, if you look, I don't know if you can see, but under the earth, all of their like robes and wings and shit are all like woven together like a cradle that really has the support of spirit. So even going into the shadow and the darkness of the devil, which is often just about embracing the unembraceable within us, not necessarily acting on it, that they have the support and guidance of the divine, whether or not, but you see, but that's why when you put the Hierophant and the devil together, this is like like I could see someone going through shamanic descent, soul retrieval, or really, 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 really deep psychological stuff. And what are soulmate contracts about? Helping each other heal. So, you know, to have that support of each other, I do have a sense for those of you who haven't met yet, this is going to be like, okay, I'm going to follow my path, or I'm going to do my healing while they follow their path, or they do their healing. You know what I mean? Hang in there. You're headed towards each other. And this next two cards we are going to do with the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack are going to be one card each, either what it is that needs healing in the Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine, or what it is that you're bringing to the table to heal, right? So it's either what's healing within or without, what is being healed, or what you have to focus on that will heal. Got it? Nice deep breath. My masters. There you are. Please, this is fascinating. One card for the Divine Feminine Visionary, please, in this Taurus Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Soulmate contract. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise soulmate contract, right? Satisfying, fulfilling, romantic, intimate, sexual for this visionary. Please, face down, face down. Same for the Divine Masculine, please. Taurus Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, satisfying soulmate. There's the vibe we want, one for him, please. They always say to me, you don't have to keep saying the same thing over and over. We know. All right. Now, there are 4 suits in this deck. Half of the deck is the problem suit, because you need to know what the problem is, right? Just helpful, right? It's purely a divinatory diagnostic, right? The other 3, the other half of the deck is made up the luck, the healing, and the grace suit. So let's see what she got. Well, we seem to be running a theme after Aries had the erotic card, Taurus has the orgasm card, and that would be the suit of luck. Good luck. I mean that. I don't mean good luck. I mean good luck. Yeah. So with the orgasmic energy, now, need that play itself out sexually? No, not necessarily, particularly with this card of the moon. There could be an orgasmic vision. It happens. It happens when you're taken by the gods suddenly. Oh, just having a Rhiannon moment here. Do you know what I mean? Like to have that sort of universal spiritual visionary experience. Visionaries, anything are fucking possible. But certainly in terms of this contract that says to it, and then that's something lucky that you got here that helps this heal, is the orgasm. Now, whether that is a physical orgasm, emotional orgasm, I've had a mental orgasm. I've been very, very explosive and satiated with certain conversations in my life. Mental intimacy is a thing, right? Could be spiritual orgasm. Think each chakra spinning and spinning and spinning, and then needs a nap and a sandwich. Feeling that? Are you feeling that? The Divine Feminines in this. Let's look what the Divine Masculines got. Old Wounds. Old Wounds, one of the problem cards, you know, one of the Womp Womp cards in the Debbie Downer deck of the Chuck Spezzanos, but it makes sense with the Hierophant and the Devil and the Hermit. But the spiritual support is there. So look, if you two have not met, we're not done yet. There's still 3 more cards going to hit the table. We are really looking at an opportunity here that healing is already going on, or at least is about to. The Divine Feminine definitely on a journey with that 9 of Flames to get her completion, but is then guided with the moon, something emotional, something intuitive. But with this Divine Masculine, with the Hierophant and then the Devil, there's definitely about confronting fears here, looking at the chains that bind him so that he can make a decision. That's why the card of the Lovers and the card of the Devil are often so similarly portrayed as in the Rider-Waite Tarot. Pamela Coleman Smith was really very clear in that it's no surprise those two cards look so much alike, because they're both about decisions in one way or another. And the decision, the life-changing decision to look at what are the chains that bind us, what are the wounds of abuse that hold us back, the wounds of neglect that hold us back, the wounds of codependence that hold us back, the wounds of loss that hold us back, and those are just 4 of the major arcana wounds, right? So have a look at that divine masculine, because you have the support, but they are old wounds. This is the opportunity to help some of that heal, but the divine feminine's going to have to be really ready to deal with that, and hence perhaps her own sensitivity, empathic nature, skills, understanding are emerging as well. Because if you're around somebody who's going through that and you're empathic, you're going to feel that in your body. And if you know it's not you and you think it's them, you're going to think it's how they feel about you. And that's no bueno, right? It's like, no, that's how they're feeling. I'm sensing this because of the quantum, but so that I can know, oh, you are in pain. How can I help you? Maybe from a distance through prayer, right? Well, let's find out. We're going to ask the Whispers of Love Oracle, which will be used as the voices of, or the voices of the higher selves of all involved. We'll give each of these 2 a whisper of love, a little piece of guidance and grace from the higher selves. Cool, cool, nice deep breath. Higher selves of all involved, please. For this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, satisfying soulmate contract, the happy, healthy, wealthy, wise soulmate contract, the romantic, intimate, sexual contract for this Taurus collective, please. 1 card for the divine feminine from the higher selves of all involved, and 1 for the divine masculine in this contract from the higher selves of all involved. Good, good, good. I like doing that better. Every time I do it, it's a little bit different. It's just evolution. Or bad memory. Whatever. For the divine feminine, what's her whisper of love? Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. And yeah, with this going on for him, just be supportive. Now, with the orgasm part of it, body, you do your thing. You do your thing. Honestly, though, like when I've been in bad positions, that's sexual too, I don't mean it that way, going through a rough patch, still could be an entendre, there's just nothing like someone you trust rubbing the small of your back or rubbing your shoulders. I am an earth sign, right? So Taurus, I get it. You touch my feet, my body, I will. What issues, what problems, they're gone for 20 minutes or so. So be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. How about for the divine masculine here? Love makes a difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. So this is about him learning to love himself, finding his own self-worth. And we're all in stages of that too. Like, narcissists don't know their self-worth, they just act like they do, right? It's actually, there's so much worthlessness underneath that. So we're all in stages, and it's not, and people who truly know their self-worth just sort of fucking glow and don't make a big deal about it. They're humble because they know they didn't make themselves. That's Course in Miracles for you right there. True humility comes that you're knowing that you're perfect and magnificent, but that you didn't make you, that you didn't create you, that you are as God created you. Like the humility of perfection. But then we all are. That's the other part of it. One more card down. This is all really making sense here, that this flows. So our last card down, we're going to double dip with the Ascended Masters. We are getting one of the Healing Mantra deck from Matt Kahn. Yes, I mentioned him earlier. It's his video that really redefined all the stuff, in his work in general has been so wonderful. I can't recommend him enough. And look, it's not like I'm a Matt Kahn groupie. I'm a spiritual teacher, and when I find a teacher who speaks to my soul, who can help me out, and I take what they teach and it works for me, I can't help it. I'm a teacher. I pass it on, but mostly I try and pass it on through my example, through my behavior, through my conduct, right? And he stands for that, which I think is really cool. So go check him out. And I love this deck. They're my little cardboard lightsabers. So let's get one, and only one. One that it doesn't matter if you're the divine masculine or the divine feminine. The chanting of it as a mantra will help each other heal. Cool? Let's go for real holographic oneness here. Nice deep breath. Oh, one more. Oh, my masters, please. One card in clarity for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Satisfying, sexual, intimate, romantic, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise contract. What is their healing mantra? What is the healing mantra for them for January 2020? Timeless for this Taurus collective. What is their healing mantra? Now, the cool thing about this deck, one side is the mantra itself, the other side is the name of the mantra. So alphabetically, I could look it up in the book and get you the little extra piece in here, which is always worth it. Who'd you get? Welcoming surrender. This is a hot one. Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Child or otherwise. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Destiny's child, let's make it, never mind. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. So it says, what's the problem? Wouldn't you just love to be able to be like, there is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Ladies and gentlemen, bring to the stage destiny being revealed. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Welcoming surrender. Well, we know it's the end of the book and opened right to it. Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. I would love to leave that on my answering machine. Voicemail, the answering machine. When surrender is welcomed, you are open to viewing life as the playground of the soul's evolution. You are no longer worrying about what to do or where to go. Instead, you are following the gentle, peaceful flow of inner guidance in surrender. Peaceful guidance, so period, sorry. In surrender, every personal conflict is handed over to Source so as not to distract from the prime objective of evolving your consciousness with the utmost sincerity, love, and compassion for all. So that's the attitude. This is going to work itself out. There isn't a problem. There's only destiny being revealed because I'm walking my path. Now I'm feeling this part of it a bit more for the divine feminine, right? Because she's like, I'm just finding my destiny, going along, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow. Oh, right, you're Taurus, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, right? And for the divine masculine, this mantra is ideal for eliminating resistance and dealing with anger and easing an overthinking mind. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Let's give you your overview. We start with the divine feminine with the visionary archetype. In the shadow, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. In the light, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain, which does make sense. Coming in the recent past from that Capricorn vibe, right? Whether a relationship or an experience or very well may have been on a long journey that mirrored into that Nine of Flames. We see the Wanderer as though still on this journey, moving forward with the 9, but so close to getting the fulfillment of the 10, seeing it perhaps in a way, or seeing the 10 in a way that no one else can yet conceive, and being magnetically pulled forward by the moon where she's going in this contract. With the angels say emerging, that this will emerge more and more and more, matched with that orgasm that, you know, if you want to take that intuitively, you will know. The intuitive response of yes, do it will be pretty automatic if we're talking purely energy body there, but in terms of a soulmate contract, that absolutely speaks of a spiritual as well as a physical as well as a physiological as well as a sexual creative chemistry between two people. And the voices of the higher self say be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care, particularly as we look now at the Hermit, because we've got someone like almost like a wandering visionary and then a hermit. The hermit in his shadow attribute withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. That's a rough painful place to be in. It's like being chained within your own home or your situation. The light attribute seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. And that's why I still feel like the communication between these two, if it's done healthy, they really can understand each other. Though it's funny, the divine feminine feels more yang and external with the wanderer, and the divine masculine more yin, but there you have it. We all have both within us. In his recent past, this Two of Wands, this sort of planning that perhaps there was a plan and a strategy of how to move this forward, of what he wanted and how he wanted to go about doing that. But in the present with the Hierophant, there is something formalized here. There is some sort of spiritual, either spiritual evolution healing or perhaps even psychological healing. And I say that because of the card of the devil that follows it then with the card of old wounds there. That there's just stuff here that's being dealt with, and there is a way through, but chains have to be broken. Chains of illusion, chains of pain, and attachments. I mean, look, letting go of attachments is not the easiest thing in the world, but there are ways through for everything, because particularly with the angelic card of support, they're saying that, you know, the guides, the masters, the higher selves, all of the celestials, whatever the higher power is here, is supporting this, as well as with be supportive from the divine feminine. She's supportive in this too. She is supporting this being through this, so that he knows love makes a difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. For him to really know that and experience that love from within himself and within the divine. Because the mantra here is, there is no problem, only destiny being revealed. And I can certainly sense the divine feminine visionary being on board with that, where the divine masculine might be a little hesitant, reticent to even think the words, but it is nonetheless the truth. So whoever's watching this, that's the mantra. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed in terms of welcoming surrender. So there we have it, my Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. May the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need in their satisfying soulmate contracts for January 2020, that they may grow, that they may heal, that they may get some of that orgasm, learn that love makes a difference, that they may heal, that they may grow, that their truth and creativity may emerge and fulfill their roles in the divine plan for the well-being of all. And so it is. May you truly be blessed with that, and may we all be blessed with that in one way, shape, or form. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please do like and subscribe, as I said earlier, and check out the links in the description box. There's some cool stuff down there. But for now, wishing you the very best and the very blessed as I sign off. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.